Is the Minotaur that bad, really? I mean, it's like the other day, Kerias Tigreal, right?
Yeah.
It's very similar in the effect, but you can find a solution to that. You just don't lose don't lose the map.
Easier said than done.
You're right.
Easier said than done. But if they do decide to pick up a Minotaur eventually with this lineup, I wouldn't be against it. But maybe they'll consider a Grok third or fourth pick later on if it's possible for them. But oh no, yeah, it's the Minotaur still.
Nope. Keyboy gets the Minotaur. That is law.
Yeah. Chiboy just loves that pickup. Ooh,
Oh!
layering crowd control. Not gonna be easy for
If
Valen.
it's not broken, don't fix it.
Exactly.
This is literally just, well, a majority already of the draft from game one just on red side. There's a Nolan. I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, wow. Okay, with the Hayabusa, Ling, Roger gone, yeah, Nolan is the next best bet. But Julian's still going to be up here. Julian, Minnow, Arlot. Sounds good for a team fight.
A lot of CC. A lot of
CC.
Very bouncy house.
Very bouncy house. And that might give a bit of difficulty of for the Valentina. So Omega Empress, I like how they went ahead and picked up the Edith. Usually that's the pairing we see together in the mid and roam, Edith and Valentina, because the Valentina damage isn't enough. You need Edith to cover it.
I mean, this could possibly be the mid trio already, right? It's activated very early. I'd say level 4, like bare minimum. This can kill. No, Edith doesn't even need to hit level 4. She just needs to get the Earth Shatter and the Onward.
Ah.
So with that, GGHG, instead of going for the Julian, they invest in Fao already. This is very dive. It's very in your face.
Very in your face indeed. So their mid laner might either need to be someone static backline, but then that's why you have to be careful of the Nolan. So what if GGHG just goes all dive with this lineup?
They can, because that's one of the things that a Nolan struggles with. You're looking for the angle. Sometimes the angle doesn't show itself because the fight is already there.
A lot of things happening. The EXP laner, I feel like for Omega Empress, if it's not going to be the Edith, needs to be something that gives, or that forces out the Minoan Fury before the other members of Omega Empress can go in, before the Nolan, before the Valentina can go in.
GGHG choking out gold laners while Omega Empress once more attacking Quinn. Didn't really bother her much in game one.
Yeah.
Still pulled out the Baksha. Very comfortable pick for her. That said, what else is left out there for gold? Claude? Man out the Claude?
Yeah, Claude's still available, the scaling, but Omega, with that 3 of Omega Empress, the Claude, I want to know what to feel. I don't know if the Claude will be able to get enough room to spike. Because right now we don't. My biggest concern is we don't see the mid laner of GGHG yet. Oh, so they do ban out the Claude.
It's
covering bases.
It's a straight line. Yeah, you're just covering your bases. It's one of the better tools in the meta right now.
You're right. Yeah.
Omega Empress. What else is left to ban out? I mean, those are the big 3 already. No assassins left. Unless something's...
Unless assassins are we're used to, yes. I mean, Julian, no.
They'd rather the Martis, wow!
They'd rather give the Julian.
They're saying, Julian, come through!
Unless they're really going to be... GGHG might even swerve and just go for a tank.
Yeah, again, the
Fighter
box was
jungle.
open.
Yeah, box was open.
Fred's open. I mean, we saw a couple of Fred bans earlier in the groups.
Varus doesn't really cut it anymore. Maybe that's about why they banned the carry. What if they're thinking about going chunky in the jungle, you know?
Which they already did. And they succeeded.
Okay. Chunky in the jungle sounds good, but will it be all dive or will they have some semblance of backline artillery for their mage? They need a little bit more range with their lineup.
Or just Faramis, just call it a day. Just go all in.
Yo, that's pure dive.
That's a mid-fove.
That's a mid-fove.
One of the few answers that was first presented to the Nolan.
Yeah. Oh,
Q3, Q4, 2023. Oh.
And there's already a lot of dashes on the side of Omega Empress.
There's 3 on minimum.
3. Ooh, okay. Could be a little bit risky though. I mean, the Phobius mid hasn't won yet today. We saw it earlier in the day. Hasn't gotten W. What's this gonna be?
Look promising though.
Yeah.
Could definitely disperse, and one of the few weaknesses of Omega Empress so far we've seen today is when they're split across the map and when they're not allowed to play their game.
So what's it gonna be? Beatrix?
You need a gold laner and you need a decisive roamer.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Ixia.
All right, just yesterday, Shinoa debuted the Melissa. And here they pick up an old favorite, the Tigreal. That's 4 dashes.
At the same time, the lineup of Mega Empress, by putting the Tigreal in the roam, I appreciate the lineup. With all the dive, one well-timed implosion can ruin the team fighting.
Yep.
GGHG.
But just the same, it's very all-in on Shinoa.
Yeah, this is a lineup for Ixia, you're right.
It's very Shinoa-centric, and you have Keishi just to either clean up or act as a scrambler. And here, wait, hold up.
Bennett Jungle.
Quinn is pulling the page out of the Ice Queen's book.
Yeah. We have the Ice Queen on VSG. It's Ice Quinn.
The Ice Quinn. I see a world though wherein she shows us a different flavor.
Oh yeah.
She's very elusive. She's very slippery. Come through the jungle, especially Lord dances. So I'm with it. I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot of the Phobies I'm thinking of right now. It's not a direct pick, but it feels like it covers so many bases.
They're 2 very different lineups.
Yeah.
Neither going all in one, save for the Ixia for Smart Omega.
That's it for me and Leo here. GGHG is at match point. They can eliminate and end Smart Omega Empress's run now, or will the Omega Empress force game number 3? LaFell, Nice, what do you guys think?
Well, I think GGHG, they have so much dive. If someone tries to run away, Phobias will chase as well. But for Omega Empress, you gotta look at a Tigreal, man. Yeah. That Tigreal could be the game changer. Welcome back to the game. Welcome to the Land of Dawn. My name is LaFell. Alongside with me is Naisu. And yes, like our experts say, this is gonna be a game decider. Either it will end here or we're going to game 3, which today there's been no game 3 so far, Naisu.
This could be the one, right? Especially when you look at the lineup. I'm on you with that, LaFell. I think this Tigreal from Murray could be a game changer. We've seen this so much, you know, such a valuable pick for any of the lineups that do go with the Tigreal. And even on that note, the Ixia, come on. Like, this is the most glass cannon, gold lane, Hail Mary pick that you can pick up for that. Again, going back to the draft, so many gold lane options were banned out. Speaking of, Shinoa going to take quite a bit of damage, but here comes Keshi looking for that first blood kill and will be able to find it on Fao, and now gets the flicker out from Chi-Boy. Good start for the Empresses.
I would say if Homegirls had their mid laner as well, maybe they could have done something, but the mid laner is a Phobias, and now the Phobias is getting chased down. 1 HP left, Keishi not gonna go for it.
Okay. I didn't know if she would be able to get away, but she does, so you can tell definitely this early on, LaFell. Smart Omega Empress wants that game 3. They want to take this lineup, start fast, start strong, and then get to the next one. You're the one that mentioned, you know, that quote from King Solomon, their coach, that, yeah, the first game, they kind of use that as an, I don't know if it's an opportunity for them to just learn their opponents or what, but always by the second game, they come out swinging like this.
Well, we got to remember as well, in an interview, they said that they know that they're very strong in the early game, right? So why don't we just play for that and then just end the game as fast as possible? And it looks like game number 2, they're already starting well with that kind of mindset. And you're right. It's all about the mindset.
There it is.
It's all about the mindset.
I've literally heard you say this for days now.
At this point, for a month.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, for a month.
It started a month ago.
And,
you know?
And Eterna's the one who's like, yeah, no, positive mindset doesn't work.
That's not the mindset you want to have.
She's always so negative, man. She's like, oh my God, I'm so worried about this people. What happened? That's how she sounds like.
Oh, that's why she's not playing here like these women are, because, man, they have to have the mindset to win this matchup. And Amore, you know, she's got the Minoan Fury. She's holding on to it herself. She could actually find the setup. Final Slash going to be used right on target, trying to keep it from happening. Amore jumps out of the fight, but they're still going to go. Fracture already used from Keshi, too. They get forced back. Looks like they wanted more with that. Ash going in, but I think with that, GGHG just gets control over the turtle pit.
Yeah, it looks like they were able to sustain way more than Smart Omega Empress expected. And again, I kind of feel like it's a combination between the heals as well as all of the dodging, because you got to remember that when the Phobias is jumping up and down, I don't think it's a full iframe. It's like a semi iframe where there are instances where you avoid the damage, and I don't know if it's real. I just felt like it. And first item Halberd for the Ixia. Probably for the Minotaur.
Probably, you know, for the Minotaur, it even helps a little bit with dealing with the Harith.
Yeah.
And even some of the sustainability that you're going to get just from, I mean, even the Brave Smite, right, for the Arlot there, the emblem. But I think It's funny because the last time I saw Ixia was in a different tournament, similar setup. You have a Tigreal and an Ixia. You're hoping that at some point too, Shinoa gets the Skypiercer, and you just hope to see that crazy slow motion setup of an implosion with a full barrage with Skypiercer procs. If they can make that work, that would be closer to what you were talking about earlier in the previous game. 5-man implosion, 5-man full barrage, 5-man Skypiercer proc. Oh, hold on. Quinn gonna get tossed over right into the jungle. You know, just taken care of real quickly. And now for the orange buff, she's gonna lose that. Keshi working on it. Ashe might be able to help stall that out a little bit longer. Looks like the rotation's gonna come up. They get the information. They at least save the buff.
Yeah, again, looking at the goal difference here, we got to talk about this, how even though Gaming Gladiators homegirls, they were able to secure the first turtle, 2 kills over to Smart Omega Empress, where in terms of the goal difference, about 900, 1,000 gold, which is okay. But now Ayanami taking a lot of damage, but Ashe having to use the flicker is to make sure that she doesn't get taken down there.
Whole lot of ankles getting broken there. A lot of flickers being used, obviously, for that exchange. But yeah, I think that's part of it, too. If you want to look at also the power spikes or the timings here for both of the teams, who has it faster here?
In terms of the power spike, I actually do feel like Smart Omega Empress, Shinoa takes time, but everyone else, like Amor, Keishi, and Mirik just needs level 4, same as not Ayanami, so I kind of feel like they have the power spike advantage. To be fair, Honey only needs the Clock of Destiny, but it's about your opponent something.
There it is. Once again, the damage is going to come through. Demonic Force already popped. Getting the airtime that she needs, but still staying strong. And now they're going to force Smart Omega Empress back. Demonic Force being too much. Not Ayanami trying to get out, scoots out, but not enough as she goes down to Quinn. And even with the setup, with the implosion, it was not enough. And so that'll be another objective secured, but they trade it across the map. Tier 1 at the bottom side, that's Turtle in the hands of GGHG.
If I could suggest, Mirai, don't look for anyone else. Just look for Chi-Boy, because we saw that counter engage hitting on to 4.
Yeah.
4-woman knockup.
It's about as good as you can get it if you can't get that 5, you know, at that point. So for Murray, even when you find those setups, that setup potential, even utilizing the flicker early on, sometimes you still got to be very cautious in that counter play, that counter punch with the lineup that we've seen so many times, especially with the Minotaur locked in here for Chi-Boy. So they'll kind of get, I guess this is more like a check, you know, you were building on that momentum early game for Smart Omega Empress. You go in for what looks like to be a good team fight, a setup, but then you kind of get just checked, you know, and that's exactly what GGHG did. And also you saw, Chi-Boy just picked up the Flask of the Oasis. We talked about how that is such a good item, even in the previous game.
This is going to be a rare moment for me, Naisu, but I'm going to say it here.
All right.
Don't go for 5-man implosions.
Don't go?
Just go for 1.
Just one. This time they're going to go for 2. There's the knockup again. A Demonic Force going to be used. Ashe and Fafu joining the fight. Shinoa also on the backside. Goes in with a full barrage. Looking for targets here to lock onto, but gets thrown into the wind. Ashe there already using that final slash. And now, once again, they drag it a little bit further under the turret. Murray trying to keep alive, but they're just going to go full sending it under the turret to fight him out. A flicker going to be used by Shinoa. Can she outplay it a little bit further? Looking for another kill. She gets a double kill. Can she get the triple? She's waiting for time to get here. She heals back up. She gets a triple. Maniac. How does she do it? And now she gets the Savage. What an outplay. What an outplay from Shinoa.
I did not thought that was going to happen. But like I said, you don't need 5-man implosions. Just do 2 and then get a Savage. Sometimes less is better. Now, we got to look at the STC replay here to see, like, homegirls, they were very ambitious here, which you can't understand. Look at Shinoa. She's so low. But look at that healing, right? The healing coming in from her own kit. And maybe this is why she grabbed the CA Halberd, just to make sure that those extra heals, it's not going to happen. And not Ayanami, that was a key onward. That onward was savage-able. Like, because of that, they got a Savage.
Oh, man. What a play. You can hear the crowd love that, too.
One bad thing, though.
What's that?
If she dies, that's a huge shutdown. That's
a lot of gold.
That's a lot of gold. That's the only thing that we got to preface here.
So that's on the list now for GGHD. They're like, yep, all right, we got to go ahead and shut her down.
Is that the first Savage of MWI?
I think so.
Right? I mean, I know we've seen Maniacs.
We've seen
but
Maniacs.
I don't think we've seen Savages.
I think that's the first. So there it is.
There
and
you
also
go.
with that, like she gets the Corrosive Scythe. I'm wondering what the next item she's going for too.
Demon Hunter Sword.
Yeah, Demon Hunter Sword. But even with that, I mean, now they're gonna. This is the thing. Mid lane,
Get one.
they're gonna find it out. Full barrage already gonna be dropped once again. Demonic Force might not be enough for this one. They're trying to get the positioning. Final Slash gonna be used too. They finally get Murray, but look at this in the mid lane. They're gonna be shut down a little bit further as she does fall. And Demonic Force from Hanny is too much. But here comes not Ayanami. The shield is there, the stun. And now Ash will help disengage. Talk about a swing back. Momentum continues to go back and forth, but GGHG wins that team fight.
Okay, she went for the one-person implosion. Okay, get two.
Get to it.
All right, no, we see the middle line, right? Don't do 5, don't do 1, do 2. But again, that's the big shutdown goal, right? We just
said it.
We literally just talked about
This
it.
is you're on desk, LaFell. You got to be careful what you say.
I would like to give my apology for the management of Smart Omega Empress. I only have one thing to say. I'm just doing my job, man.
Hey, you're stating the facts. That's what they had to do. They knew after the Savage, we got to get the kill. They got it. Now the gold's there. Obviously, also Skypiercer being picked up here by Kashi. So all this leads into a relatively even take for the Lord. You know, itemization-wise, it's pretty evenly distributed. They're pretty much neck and neck in terms of economy, but right now, who's going to get the advantage, the upper hand? And I would still say something that GGHG has to be careful of is that full barrage. Once they see that laid down, someone has to put the pressure on Shinoa and hopefully cancel it out early because it's a lot of damage that can be pumped out. But as we're seeing, man, Hani on this Phoveus. This Phoveus mid that pops up. Hold on. Speaking of, Demonic Force could be used once again. Quite tanky yourself, and also in the bottom line, Shinoa going to be the one in trouble under the turret. They're going to dive in. Ash goes in, takes a ton of damage, but will go and trade it out. And it's a 1-for-1 trade. A 1-for-2 trade, actually. Conceal going to be used as well, pushing them back a little bit further. GGHG on the run here. This might be the opportunity for Smart Omega Empress to take the Lord.
I see what you did there.
Yeah?
You talked about Honey, and then Honey died.
Sorry, I threw it back to you.
Yeah. This really is Malaysia against Philippines. More than one way. With that being said, now we're kind of going back to equal here. Every member is alive, and now they're fighting around the Lord. I would say slight advantage to Homegrown just because they have the healing coming in from the Minotaur. But with that being said, there's honestly a lot more engaged coming in from Smart Omega Empress because Amora has the Minoan Fury. So Miri can pick people off. Just do 2 Implosion, and the rest of the members Amora can handle. So now you honestly have the perfect setup. You have 2 roamers, and both roamers can initiate a fight. So 1 for engage, 1 for disengage. So on one hand, you have healing. The other hand, you got a lot of good ults.
Oh, plus the Edith. That's
Oh yeah,
part
the
of it
Edith
too.
as well, yeah.
And Edith not only provides a lot of that CC available, but even damage once the Primal Wrath form is popped. Holy Crystal, though, picked up. Speaking of damage for Foul. Quinn here now, getting eyes set on Kashi. Has the information. Also, a little more defense for Hanny. Flicker going to be used. Not sure what the play is here, but they're going to force Quinn back a little bit further. Neither team could actually start up this Lord, as both junglers putting the pressure elsewhere. And it looks like they're just trying to get the space advantage to work around with. Now, if GGHG gets this mid turret in Tier 1, they'll have a little more space to work around with because theirs is down. And now this might be the moment that they both get set up for the Lord take.
I feel like they definitely want that mid, but they also understand they will not be able to get it without a fight. And right now, Quinn is having to do cleanup duty. She has to handle the top lane. But we've seen this before. The moment someone is seen in the map, that's where you can see a team getting aggressive. I kind of feel like for Smart Omega Empress, they already found Honey.
Yep, again with the Demonic Force, the rest of the team trying to make their way. Goes in, there's the jump in, but look at the damage. Full barrage going to be dropped down. You can see the Skypiercer proccing as well. Ash will be able to get away. Now Quinn amongst them all will go under the turret, but she finally gets taken down. Double kill for not Ayanami. 3 down for GGHG, and so now this could be that moment. Smart Omega Empress only down Murray. Do they take the Lord here? Fanfa waiting patiently. Rest of the team need to go heal back up. Shinoa's going to go ahead and start this one up. Still working on it. Keshi does have the Retribution available, so this should just be a Lord in their hands.
You know what's the game changer there, Naisu?
What's that?
Mireille.
Yeah.
You know what she did?
What'd she do?
implosion only to Chi-Boy.
Only to Chi-Boy.
Chi-Boy was so late getting that Maneuvering Fury off just because Smart Mega Empress, they initiated the fight with not Ayanami with the onward, able to catch out Honey. And then Chi-Boy, of course, she wanted to help the mid laner, right? But because the implosion was there, she couldn't do anything. And by the time she engaged, it was a little bit too late. Honey was not there anymore. And then at that moment, Homegirls went in a disadvantage because all the timings were not right.
Yeah.
So shout outs to Mireille. That was an amazing play coming from her, making sure that Chi-Boy didn't impact the fight as she wanted to.
And you know, with that, it's kind of like if Murray does just catch one or two, actually, in reality, it's okay. Because like you mentioned, they have so much layering of ultimates that they can take, especially if Amore continues to take the Minoan Fury. She might be searching for that now, too, to set up for this Lord push as it makes its way down the bottom side. GGHG trying to keep this together, trying to keep as much of their base together as they can. The Earth Shatter going to be used still at any moment. Not Ayanami could force a situation with that onward. She has the flicker available too, but they're just going to get that one turret for now. Might take the discipline route. Everything, again, what they're facing is this match point from GGHG.
Amore now having the Minoan Fury, so again, a lot of initiations here. Queen having the Blade of Despair should be able to deal a lot of damage, but I kind of feel like damage isn't her problem, it's survivability. Can she survive this gank? Oh, good eye for an eye.
Good eye for an eye. Good usage there. Able to go in. Ash, though, with the final slash, gonna find Murray. Implosion, gonna find two. There's the knock-up two. Quinn jumps to the backside. You know it tries to flicker back, but she's got everybody on top of her. She tries to get away, but she will fall. 3 down for GGHG. It's only Shinoa that went down. Hani could be the next one. She has tons of health and shields, but they battle it out. Faofawa as well. They're on the retreat, though. Smart Mega Empress happy with the 3 they got.
Right now, it does seem like Homegirls, if they want something, they got to trade something. And that's something that they really do not want because Queen was able to get Shinoa because of that Queen herself was taken down. And this is not good because when you're the defending team and you're losing members, you're losing map pressure. When you're losing map pressure, you're going to lose turrets. And they might lose the mid one here.
They're going to go for it. Look at the damage coming out once again from Keshi. Demonic Force going to be used again. Hani trying to hold the front side, but won't be able to escape as she finally falls. But at least for now, GGHG holds on to their base turrets. 2 of them. They only lost that one at the bottom side. And now where does Smart Mega Empress continue to put the pressure? 15 seconds from the Lord coming up here. Are GGHG in a position to contest this Lord once Hani is back alive?
If she responds and then goes to the Lord, sure. But I don't think Smart Mega Empress is going to give the time. As we see, the Lord is getting rushed down immediately. So Honey doesn't even get time to respond for this one. So they got to protect the base. Now, the problem is, look at the wave clear. There really isn't, right? You have the Phobias.
Yeah.
It's not a heavy enough, what do you call it?
Damage, clear speed?
Spiky ball?
Yeah.
Spiky ball, ironclad.
Yeah.
Something. It's
Oh, you
not
talking
enough.
about his chain, his weapon?
Yeah. What's it called?
Isn't like a, I don't know, it looks like a mace lantern.
A mace. Okay, sure, let's go with that. The mace, lantern, flare,
Not the flare lantern.
is not enough to clear the minions, right?
Yeah.
The one that can really clear is Fafao, but Fafao needs to be in the Zalman Force to actually clear it, but
Quinn could, kind of.
she will die for it.
Maybe use the Electro Final Blow.
Yes, she can, but she will die for it, right? Because the moment Ayanami sees Quinn is going to take it down, so it's very risky.
See how they kind of go with that risk. Mid lane turret's going to fall here. Lord makes its way to the base. G-Boy also picks up an Immortality. She knows she's going to have to play that front side, especially into Amore. And there's the onward. They're going to find Ash. They get the flicker out. Still Lord going to be worked on. Primal Wrath going to be used. They have to fight for it. Going to force a situation. A full barrage going to find multiple members. The knockups too. Multiple immortalities will be popped. The final slash going to be used. But it's Chi-Boy that falls. Keshi looking for another. Multiple people so low here. But so far they can't find Shinoa. As she'll be able to pop off once again, looking for another, looking for the cleanup here. As Smart Mega Empress stays in the base. Have they approached it? Shinoa, full health, full locked in, goes in, tries to clear the wave, and that's Ash gonna fall, and Quinn's gonna be next. But the tower lock is there as Quinn takes a couple shots, but it won't be enough. And we are going to game 3 as Smart Omega Empress takes game 2.
And again, Mirror.
Yeah.